name's Erika. I'm with CherryPicks. So I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I mean, I think I'm the target audience, really. Everything landed with me. I grew up Baptist, and oh my God, when I was like a preteen, a new pastor took over our church, and he kind of aspired to be like a mega church guy, and he would go around and lay hands on people, and if they didn't fall out, he would be mad, and they'd have meetings after. I mean, it was. I'm not even kidding.
You laying hands and it makes somebody fall out.
You're supposed to be so divine that you make them fall out.
Exactly.
That's crazy talk.
It's crazy, right? So I watched this and just felt like, oh man, they just nailed it. So I just loved it. So what part, Adamme, what part of the film, when you're writing this, did you just sort of laugh out loud? What were your most fun parts? Just
I as I was writing it, for sure, I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. It's when he strips to go get baptized.
Yes. I was dying just at some of the names that you creamed, like Bathsheba's bonnets.
Yeah, I'm a name person.
Yeah,
we're both of us. We like names that stand out.
Yeah, no, it showed. What were some parts? Was it easier to write? So for me, I'm still, I love that I grew up in the church, but I'm kind of I read your director's statement. I'm kind of going through the same process as you, where there are things that we need to change. But did you have fear in writing this? Like you're going to blow, or Black people are going to be mad at you? Or did you have any fears? Or was it easier having, your sister be a partner and you guys going through this together?
I mean, it's always easier having my sister there, but I don't think either of us were worried about Black people being mad. Look, I wouldn't, if I was going to do what other people wanted me to do, I wouldn't be a filmmaker. And so I'm going to create what I want to create in the hopes that it reaches other people positively, or at least makes them think. And I think our experiences with our generation in the church specifically, I was like, there are people who this is an audience for.
Generationally, we knew our generation and younger are definitely
would at least respond to it, whether they like hate it or love it. They were going to respond to it in a conversational way. Mm-hmm. And the people who absolutely just rejected it, I wasn't worried about. It's not for y'all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's like the mother, her mother, when she comes in to talk. I mean, I've heard conversations just like that.
Yeah,
they just are ignoring that. It's so it was kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But so you're hoping? Do you hope to create a conversation with our generation? Is that
100%? Yeah, I think that it's like, there have been like kind of two schools where it's like either you're with the church or you're not with the church. And there are a lot of us who are sort of, lingering in limbo in between, where we don't want to completely reject it or have it not be part of our lives. But there is so much about it that we just can't jive with, that we insist on change. And I think that's what we want, is a conversation about that change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And how has it been explaining it to the white audience? Has it been really hard for them to like understand what's going on? Or
sometimes, but like
some cultural touch points would be just foreign to white folks.
There's been like a lot of questions about what inspired me to make the costume design so big and flashy. But I was like, and at least in Atlanta, that's how Black people go to church. You know what I mean? Like in the South in general, like Black people, they dress up to go to church, they dress up to go to the airport. And so it's like that, like some of that kind of stuff has been like, why are they so fancy? And it's like, that's part of the culture.
But most people, I think, have some sort of religious touch point where they understand questioning, or like kind of like organized religion as a whole.
Sure, yeah.
And so that, I think, is kind of a universality that really resonates with people.
Yeah. Praise miming as well is something that people
We've had to explain to a lot of people
that we didn't make.
I didn't know about that. I didn't know praise miming. I mean, I'm from Ohio, so it's not the South, but we did liturgical dance. I think is that what it's called? Where you're, I don't know.
Oh, it's like praise dancing.
Yeah, praise dancing.
Very like lyrical. It feels smooth. Yeah, I don't know why praise miming became a thing.
Yeah,
I mean, but they like the face.
We didn't make any of that up.
And gloves most of the time.
Yeah. YouTube it. There's
so much.
There's a lot.
Yeah, that's nuts. How was the casting process? I mean, you guys kind of got a dream cast here.
We did.
It was honestly, it was pretty smooth. We got lucky, and
God was watching over us.
It was really, I think it really came down to the writing. Obviously, it came down to actors, right? So we were able to reach Regina and Sterling because
the writing was good.
The writing was good, but also we were able to reach out to their representatives
directly
to give them the script so that their reps could then pass it along to them.
So like one of our producers knew Regina's agent, and she was like, we'll just send him the script, and if he likes it for her, he'll give it to her to read. And that's what happened. And she loved it. And it was similar with Sterling's manager, right? Mm-hmm. Like you knew a producer on a film that he was working on.
That Sterling was already working on.
Yeah, and reached out to him and like, do you know his reps information? And then we reached out to his reps and submitted the script. She loved it for him, and he responded as well. And so we just got really lucky. I think.
You did. That's dope. So did they get to improv a little bit, or were you?
There was a ton. It's weird. It's like as much as it adheres to the script, there's also a ton of improv, and I think it's a testament to Sterling and Regina, growing up religious and having a relationship with the church, that so much of the improv just seamlessly incorporates into what was already on the page.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, I can't even imagine being there watching them perform these roles that you've written.
There's a lot of stuff that didn't make it into the movie, and it was very hard to cut anything out.
It was very hard. Or even choose a take.
Yeah.
Oh man. But you guys just shot this in the summer, right?
We did. We shot it in June and July. Yeah.
Are you serious? I shot a short film and I'm still editing it. Like, how did you get through editing?
The situation was
we were moving at a breakneck speed.
Yeah, it was very.
The goal was Sundance, and so you got to make certain deadlines to get into Sundance. And
I think I didn't know that they meant the upcoming Sundance.
I definitely knew.
Oh, well, the producers knew. I didn't know. And so when they were like, "Yeah, we got to start," we wrapped early July 10th, and
Sundance was due September 20th or something.
Yeah,
we wrapped July 10th, and we basically worked every day. We edited every day,
weekends included.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. You must be so proud. That's amazing. Well, again, it was a joy watching it, and I wish you all the best.